Hello and welcome back to Learning Science Q&A. Today we are here again with some more questions from CBSE Board 2025 Class 10 series. So the first question here says, which among the following is example of double displacement reaction? We have provided with four different kind of reaction here and you need to find out which of the following is double displacement reaction. So let's get started. The first reaction says lead reacting with copper chloride forming lead chloride and copper is released. As we can see, lead is interacting with CuCl2 where the copper is released or displaced from its own chloride. So this is surely an example of displacement reaction but not double displacement reaction. The second reaction says sodium sulfate reacting with barium chloride forming barium sulfate and sodium chloride. That means sodium and barium here are displaced by each other and they are forming barium sulfate and sodium chloride. So this is surely an example of double displacement. Let's see if we have any more example also. Next reaction says carbon combining with oxygen forming carbon dioxide. This is a simple example of combination reaction. Or you can say this is a simple reaction which is combining two reactant to form carbon dioxide. Next reaction is methane or CH4 reacting with oxygen forming CO2 and 2H2. So student, if you remember, this is a reaction showing combustion of methane. So this can be a oxidation reaction but this is not a displacement reaction. So our right answer here is only second is the example of double displacement reaction, and from the option we have B, which says second only is the example of double displacement reaction. Next question, the given diagram represent a dash kind of reaction. We have a mercury oxide, which is, we have mercury oxide, which is when heated. This is a candle which is heating mercury and we can see mercury is deposited at the bottom of this test tube whereas oxygen is released as the gas. So this represents a decomposition, that too a thermal decomposition. So D is the right option where mercury oxide is heated and it is decomposing as mercury and oxygen, which is released as the gas. You are given with three unknown solution of A, B, C with pH values 6, 8 and 9.5. In which solution the maximum number of hydronium ion will be present? Arrange the given sample in the increasing order of hydrogen ion concentration. So this is a question which is based on the concept of pH. So pH is represented as the negative log of hydrogen ion concentration. Hydrogen ion concentration is inversely related with the pH. More is the pH, less is the hydrogen ion concentration. Less is the pH, more is the hydrogen ion concentration. Also, if we have hydrogen ion concentration of any solution given as suppose 10 raised to power minus 6 mole liter, that simply says that this substance or this solution will have a pH of 6 on the pH scale. That means a unit change in the pH, that means a change of 1 unit in the pH represents the tenfold change in the hydrogen ion concentration, and that you can see from this table given here also. We have hydrochloric acid at concentration 10 raised to power minus 1, also lemon juice at 10 raised to power minus 2. So the difference between these two pH in concentration are around 10-fold, right? So coming back to the question, we have three solutions with pH 6, 8 and 9.5, and we have asked to arrange them on the basis of increasing order of hydrogen ion concentration. So the lowest will be C, which is having pH 9.5. It will be having least hydrogen ion concentration, followed by B, followed by A. That means A will be having maximum hydrogen ion concentration, and as it is having the least pH, it is the most acidic, B being the slightly alkaline, whereas C is the most alkaline among the three solutions given. Now the next question says, how do germ cell make a single set of genes from two normal copy of genes? Here we are having male and female with two normal set of genes, or you can say the two normal set of chromosomes. We know that germ cells are having single set of chromosomes from both male and female parent. Suppose we have germ cell here. So from the chromosome set, so to make a single set from both the parent, the germ cell get either of the chromosome from male and either of the chromosome from female parent. We can see here that both these parent are having their complete set of chromosome. One is male, another one is female. Now let's talk about the chromosome number 1. Both are having a pair of chromosome which are the homologous copy of the chromosome number 1. So when they will be going into the germ cell, either of the copy from male can go, and same applies for female also. Suppose from male parent, this highlighted copy is going in the germ cell, and from female parent, this highlighted copy is going. That means the germ cell will have both these chromosomes like this, but the sequence will be random. This is just a chance that which of the copy will be inherited in the germ cell, right? And this applies to all the chromosome. If we talk about the chromosome number 5, let's suppose from male this copy is going, and from female this copy is going. What we need to remember that only one set will be inherited by the germ cell out of the 4 chromosome copy available in total. 2 will be inherited, one from each parent. And after getting a complete set of chromosomes from male and female, these are going to divide through meiosis that will eventually make these germ cell or gamete cell haploid in number. So in this way, either male or female copy of the chromosome will be retained in the cell. So in this way, the germ cell get a single set of chromosome from two normal copies of gene. The next question is, what is variation? List two main reasons that may lead to variation in a population. And the second one is it possible that a trait is inherited but not expressed in an organism? Explain it on the basis of Mendel's experiment. So let's see the first question. There are many reasons that may lead to variation in a population. The first and foremost is the reproduction. And we have already seen it in the previous question that during reproduction, a germ cell or a gamete is formed by taking two chromosomes from both the parent. Either of the chromosome from the individual parent set can come and combine to form a new baby. So, sexual reproduction is one reason for variation. Another important reason is mutation. There are certain changes that may take place during the formation of gamete or even after that during replication of DNA. So these changes sometime good, sometime bad, and sometime very neutral that they do not get noticed. So these mutational changes are another reason for variation. Another reason is gene flow. Suppose we have two population here and we have certain gene present in both the population. I am just writing random gene here. Now, suppose from this population to this population, this A gene or allele get transferred. It just migrate, it just move from this population to this population, and this will make the B population or this X population. So this will make this B population with only one kind of allele, which is A. Whereas in the population X, we'll have both kind of allele, and this is one kind of change that could take place because of the gene flow. Gene flow is just the movement of gene from one population to another population. Yes, this is expected that only one gene flow or the movement of one gene will not make that big change, but if the movement of gene is taking place on a large scale, this can certainly happen. Next is random mating. When individuals are allowed to mate with any kind of gene, that will lead to the changes in the population. The reproduction, when two different kind of gene can meet up and give a new kind of combination in the progeny, this is random mating. During reproduction, crossing over and fertilization are two processes that may take place and lead to variation. So out of these, you can write any two that you find suitable. Another one is it possible that a gene or a trait is inherited but still it is not expressed in the population? Yes, this may happen, especially when the allele is recessive. Now, suppose we have this dominant copy of allele and we have the counter recessive copy of allele. Now, what we have discussed earlier is that this dominant copy can be expressed even when it is present in a single number, whereas for this recessive copy, at least two allele condition must be satisfied. So, any individual having genotype small t and small t will give the phenotype governed by this small t, which is the short hair, whereas any individual having two capital T will be tall. Also, there is one more case that one capital and one small t are present in one individual, and this individual will be definitely a tall one because we have already discussed that capital T will be expressed irrespective of its number. So, small t will need two copy of its to get expressed, whereas capital T will be expressed even if it is in one number. And this is a case when the trait is inherited. That means the trait which is governed by the small t, which is the short height trait, it is inherited, but the plant or any individual will not show it just because it is present in a single copy. So with this, we come to an end to this lecture series. Hope you liked it. Please follow for more. Thank you.